Sorry, got a little distracted. Anyways, let's see. Final Fantasy. Oops. Woohoo! Alright, so supposedly we have like a big story coming up too. It should be fun. Remember, we left off early last week because I was so tired. I'm still super tired, but different tired. What is going on with this? And what if I just have to like try and melt this entire thing now? Let's see, it's been going for a couple hours. Right. No, and I'm just looking. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. Probably not. You can. Okay, let's see. Full screen camera. Kitty. Okay, so do you see, like, I've been using this warmer, but do you see, like, how the, candle just, like, isn't remelting well? It's so weird. Man, that cat's just having the time of his life, isn't he? Where is the Final Fantasy scene? There. And, like, to try and, like, melt down this entire thing. Ooh. I just had, like, a bunch of squishy come all the way up. I thought it would be better than burning it. It would just be like, oh, let's just get one of them fancy candle warmers. Make it smell nice that way. Alright. We have to prepare for the siege of Ishgard. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. We got this. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More simply than a means to cross the sea of clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Denifin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, the thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protections, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. That's not good. Should the Dravians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen, although it probably will. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to these parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. 3 yet remain, and we have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. Well, I should hope that includes us as well, yes? Is that the Braves? Are they actually going to help? Or are they going to, like, go or run away like they always do? The science of the seventh dawn. We could not well stand idly by while the horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to do otherwise would go against all that Master Louis so has taught us. Sorry, I have. As for where we may be of most assistance, I think it prudent we divide into two groups. Ida and I will join the rear guard. Right, and if the dragon should reach us, we'll be sure to give him what for. Be sure to give them what for. Okay. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the horde. I trust you are ready then? Good. Come, let us make for the battlefield. Oh. It's a duty. That's a big dragon. We claim victory this day, or Ishgard falls. Put the fury into your heart and defend this bridge with your life's blood. Oh, hi. We need to destroy the wards of Denifin. Have the rear guard ready the cannons. Oh, everyone's running away. Barrier strength's pretty low. How do I fix it? We can't avoid that. Everyone, fall back now. Can I go this way? Do not let it reach the barrier. Hold your ground. Alright, I'm trying. Why are you standing on me? The barrier's got no strength. First word has been breached. I hope that's what was intended by this scenario. Fall back and regroup. The battle is not yet lost. I mean, it feels like it's lost. Holy. Defeat the champion. I am trying. Well, the barrier's gone again. Second ward has fallen. Nothing left to be done here. Go see to the final word. I mean, I'm trying. hold nothing back. I mean, I'm trying. I'm guessing this ward's gonna also fall. Yeah, it's at 5. Why don't they have like mages to trying to reinforce the barrier? Maybe the shields keep the Holy See. If it costs us everything, they cannot be suffered to pass. The barrier. Defeat before the lights lose their resolve? I mean, I'm trying. They have to make it possible for healers to do this, right? Did we do it? Oh, we didn't do the weird pose. The dragons, they are withdrawing. Victory is ours. I don't see anything withdrawn, I'm just staring at the distance. One of the Nidhogg's greatest champions slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make of this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidhogg, and only your death will sate my lance. Cool. Let's see what everyone has to say now. By the Fury, you have driven the Horde from the steps of faith. You, a stranger to our land, I confessed. I did not think you capable of such a feat. Yet you yielded not an ilm in the face of dragons that would turn my brother knight's blood to ice. The Fury herself must walk at your side. None shall pass through the gates of judgment who have not... It was a close victory, but a victory nonetheless. I think we have earned a brief respite. The famed dragons of Ishgard commanding the skies of battle was truly a sight to behold. The dragoons. Phew, that was exhausting. 'Tis a rare opportunity to find oneself confronted with so terrible a foe. Rarer still to emerge victorious. I should hope we need not contend with more of Nidhogg's champions. Lara, the dragons are routed. Least you wonder. The fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. Commander Leveleur, Lara, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all of the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. We have indeed achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come where Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much we have sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. Do they have vans? The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbid back to Ul'dah, and reassign those braves whose squad suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Reverend's Toll and share your tale with Menphelia in person. We will see to inform the other nations of what took place here. Do be sure to give our regards to Menphelia. Cool. Ardona. We did good. At least trying to get it so that it, like, remelts the sides. No, we might not get that. Lyra, welcome back. Alphino sent word of the siege, and of course, of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Lyra. Thank you. Ooh. Skill speed. Spell speed. We want spell speed. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, we have another. A hero's rest is never done. You must be weary, Lyra. And now may very well be your only chance to... a descendant. Have attack. Let's see. Sorry. A messenger from Aldag arrived with a missive for you. The royal seal. Curious indeed. She's going to step down, isn't she? Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Aldag in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refuse to deploy their standing armies, preferring to hastily send assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek share in the glory of your triumph? Ah, but mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians, while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Moonbrea, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist you also attend. It would be a strange celebration if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me a favor of contacting the rest of the Scions? Of course, Antecedent. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do. Curious. I've never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? I don't know. Maybe? Look for Tataru at her desk. Totaro is conspicuous by her absence. Speak with agree. In Doma, fidelity is a highly prized virtue. Perhaps it is different in culture, but this situation lies outside my comprehension. What? A primal shackles its faithful with the bonds of eternal devotion, but I fear the power Thancred wields over his admirers is rather more fickle, especially when each realizes she is not the sole object of his affection. Oh gods, make us stop! My sides are about to burst. What? Do we not have more pressing matters to attend to? What? Oh. Ladies, please, this is no way to... Hello, Lyra. I was just entertaining some friends. Oh, gods. I don't get it, but okay. Tatario, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Okay. Okay. Sorry, my friend. And I have been talking. What do you want, fucking Allison? Well met, and welcome to Reverend Souls. There aught you wish to know, not from you. Fun fact, I was an RA in college. I went to Colorado State. I was an RA in Allison Hall. La la la, la dee da dee da. Child star will always brighten your day. I'll show you a smile if you're happy to pay. Does that sound right? Tataro's been teaching me traditional Odal rhyming songs. The children of Odal seem to spend an awful lot of time thinking about money. Lyra, it's you. Didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing, exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfieli before things get any worse. You always know what to say, Lyra. I'm glad we had this little chat. I didn't say anything. My mind is made up. Oh, is she leaving us? Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Lyra made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you certainly have earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Does she want to become an adventurer? Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hori Boulder and Coltonant have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. So it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself, and others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Oh, she wants to be a bodyguard. Okay. Whoa, hey. That's the first time I've always been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, Antecedent? Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request another adventurer, of the capable kind, of course, to be assigned to our party. Take Tataru. Very well, I should consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. Alright, we still can't earn any guild. We're losing a lot of guild. I don't know if I want to start paying, though. What? We have 2. Okay. An unexpected ambition. Minfilia is at a loss for words. The power to defend oneself? Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think about it, I do recall Uriandra mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Perhaps she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lominsa? Yes, that may be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see if that is all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but I am sure I am not alone in my concern for her safety. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I'm sorry to say that I have yet been unable to do so. Now, I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a woman of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Generous to a fault. I thank you, Lara. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking aetheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, so we asked the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Coltonet were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You are truly a pillar of strength, Lara. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Okay. We're gonna go to the Arcanist Guild. That sounds more interesting. Okay. Search for Chita. Oh, she's downstairs. I want one of these. They're so pretty. Lara, what are you doing here? I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru Taru, shall become a great and powerful arcanist. And now, at Mistress through Birgem's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again! Okay, now we go up. Can I buy one of those? You're so cute. Yeah, okay, no. No, guild receptionist. No. Greetings, and welcome to the Arcanist Guilds. Do you require assistance? So you're acquainted with our newest member. I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I fear young Tataru might not be ideally suited to the study of Arcanima. Nevertheless, she would not be denied, and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. A simple task, some might say, but one all arcanists are expected to complete. The thought occurs to me, why not supervise Tataru's training? You are clearly an accomplished adventurer, given your relationship with the girl. You seem an ideal person to have on hand. The trials will be conducted at the cliffs south of Zephyr's Gate. You need only observe at a distance. Aww. So she sucks at her... She sucks, and they're just being nice. Where do we need to go? And then we go this way. Okay. Is it like destroy the crates? Or azure seas to pirates' port, where she meet her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plan to naught, come the last whom none could fool. Beat 'em with a backdraft, gut 'em with a gust, duck 'em with a downburst, go carbuncle go. She has a pet. That's pretty. Ooh, are those crates I spy? This must be the true test, but we're ready for them, aren't we? Carbuncle. Carbuncle? Her thingy went away. Yeah, come back, Carbuncle, come back! Okay. I should have known you'd come, Lyra. You needn't say a word. Your face saw it all. Says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. Must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Miss through Big Jim of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond me. Is there like some test you can take to see what her strengths are? Poor girl. over this way, right? Ah, back so soon. How fared our fledgling Arcanus? Abysmally, mistress. Through Big Jim, abysmally, as I will testify. I was wrong to become an Arcanus. Wrong as usual, and completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Totaro, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations. At least our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of our Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? You are too kind, mistress, through Bigram, but though I cannot overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. It's kind of sad. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I should never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Suns without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little while longer. Wonderful. To Costa del Sol we go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Salutations. Nah. Oops, no. Oh, it's this place. It's the happy, like, oasis. Nope, down. Wait, what is she dressed in now? A bikini? Okay. Yes, this is it. This is where the man at Drowning Winch told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. What fortune! I've already found one. Would you be so kind as to watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Okay. Open up you little... Ugh, this is probably more difficult than I thought. Oh, we have to go over to the destination. I thought there was something missing. Why don't we teach Totaro to be a white mage? No, Officer Giggles is helping. Should we help? We'll help. Well fought, Lyra, well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way, right? Well, I must keep waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We've got to secure provisions for the Scions in the Lamencian markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the Antecedent, and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Lyra, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? That's kind of weird, but okay. Alrighty, now what? Welcome home, Lyra. I gather you found Totaro in Limsa Lamensa? It sounds as though she had quite an adventure, and while it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Alright. I had no idea that you'd be assisting us personally, Lara. My sincerest apologies for dragging you into our affairs. The boulder. Ah, Lara, is it true you agreed to lend us a hand? Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coltonut? Our misfortune has become a blessing. An opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light herself. Need to remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route. True, but our mission is the same. Separated by moms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If it brings you such joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Lara, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He is waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Lara, in spirit, we shall be together every step of the way. Okay. Alas, the Scion's woman deigns to grace me with her presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Issamahar. Come, we are late as it is. And we go down. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain my work. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please set an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. Alright, you have no tact. Oh, lots of them. You finish with your measurements. I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though, if I can make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I don't like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, snake molt awaits, shall we? We're going here? Okay. Try to remember the differences in the game. Oops. Alright, let's go back up and around and down. Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask you to keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Dangerous beasts indeed. Go for this one for now. Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. There is a dungeon there? As for my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. Pray leave me to our task. More? This data should prove invaluable to... You gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantosis while my back was turned? I don't know. Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. Well, aren't you just a peachy person? You chose to paddle in the I curl a while longer, I take it. No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient aether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Who better? For our next survey, I would have you escort me into Earth's fount. The ambient aether concentrations are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now, come along. Okay. You go all the way over there. Can I, like, not go around this? Let's see if I can do the same thing I do in WoW, which is just run away by going high. You should be more familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take measurements. Ooh, we get a cutscene this time? Yes, yes, quite high. Yet, still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th Astral Era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference, or is there something else? Something else. So you're gonna get eaten by a monster? Something else. Scion, Scion, come here. I need you. That's a crystal brave. Is he dead? You're not, my friends. Help has arrived. There you are, Lyra. Jorge and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog, but not by one. No, these wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What cause had Wilred to come here? What should we do? We shall see to the scholar's protection, Lyra. Or we will see. I and the boy remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The antetenant will want to know what happened here. So will our lovely... What's his name? The Crystal Brave General dude. And so do I. What did I do with the scissors I had in my hands yet? I wonder if Tataru is back yet. Anyone else here? Nope. Lara, you have returned and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? Wilred dead? Mayhap murdered by the 12. How can that be? I feel like Wilred is someone I should remember. I will send word to Alphino at once. That's who I was trying to remember. We will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilred's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? But I am sorry, Lara. Doubtless this weighs heavy on your heart, and we've already imposed upon you so much. Pray take some time for yourself. I dare say you have more than earned a respite. After all, we'll be most busy with preparations at the banquet, as the banquet draws near. Should other adventurers summon you elsewhere, perhaps now is time to heed their call. In order to progress in the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in this Crystal Tower series. Okay. That's what everyone's telling me. The Crystal Towers may be taken by speaking with the outlandish man in Reverence Toll. I don't know what Spirit Bond is. I think we did like some of these quests and then stopped. Okay. Outlandish man. A legacy of Allag. Do I know you? Unless I am very much mistaken, you are not the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great Lyra Tiata herself. Amazing. And a little serendipitous, one might even call it fate. But I recently received word of a truly unique opportunity. You see, an opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk? A single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a sordid hero such as you? A woman with absolute confidence in her own ability stands to profit handsomely from this adventure. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambos at St. Coinach Find. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. That was a lot of words to say, go find this one dude. Shiny, pretty crystals. It's like the fire ones that we did like that one crossover event with, but not. Right? I mean, kind of. Ooh, okay. Chocobo Keep. Okay, we gotta do his. No, nothing. Speak with Rambos. Oh. Okay, cool. Why, if it isn't Lyra Tiatu herself, I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To whom do I owe the honor of this visit? A weird dude. That's who. He told me to seek you out, and that's what I'm doing. You were directed here, you say, by men clad in foreign garb? Well, the opportunity he spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropogeographical endeavor. And quite how he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find herself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal's solemn halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? Yeah, sure. I'd rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now the first... Lyra, I thought it was you. Oh, hi, Sid. What brings you to St. Coinarch's? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you in another realm, shaking history-making mission to lay low and apparently insuperable foe? Yes? No? I see you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. She has she? Glad to have you aboard, Lyra. You don't have the faintest idea of what you volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. At the very beginning, a very good place to start. When you read, you begin with ABC. When you're in this game, you start with the Sons of St. Coinarch, are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allag Empire, and the present endeavors aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Okay, let's not sing this. But I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Allag archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the ultimate weapon. The mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald can presently achieve. Neratol Skeva simply awoke it. I mention this by a way of reminder that you had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allag relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Now, to the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allag structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the ultimate weapon and the lesser moon Dalmond before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants from the era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomania, legatus, wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Suns and propose that the tower be explored. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground, but like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval, which accompanied the first of the Seventh Umbral Era. It now stands, revealed in all its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heavens. That's not ominous at all. Like blood. Or fire. Or light. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancient wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less step foot inside. These defenses take the form of statues, carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen. The 8 Sentinels, as the Suns are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Okay. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? Well, it's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues or the front doors is forever beyond our reach. My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Lyra, but I can think of no finer woman for the task. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Okay. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Maybe I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe's stronghold and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for La Nausea, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ergamo mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Okay. La Nausea. We have to go here. That seems easy enough. invader, infiltrator, trespasser. Okay. I guess we did that one. What's this? Do not use in warmers. Oops. Oh, we did it anyways. Alright, we're almost there. Oh. Okay. Easy enough. I wonder if I can press this down. Probably not. I probably need to, like, let it warm all day or something. How progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman strongholds? Oh yeah, we're done. Here you go. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I have seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing compared to these. Their purity is astounding. You've done well, Lara. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zaharak, the war camp of the Almanjah in Thanalan, the latter in Natalan, the roost of the Ixal in the hills of Korthus. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. So I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Fine. I guess we'll go here. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, I hope everyone's having a good day. Happy Wednesday? Ooh, almost there. I hope that guy right there doesn't give us any problems. Oh, he's currently just like, la 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 la. Pretty sure my boss is being eaten. I'll just keep my back turned. Natulan. And Corthus. We did it! We're saving the world. Oh, this is like the snowy area. Okay. I forgot. These are all like icy airships. Oh, we found our destination. Somewhere here. Maybe? There it is. You have 16 seconds before Chocobo goes away. We did it! Bye, Chocobo! That's a good Chocobo. I mean, he's still with us, and I need to buy more of those greens. Okay. So does this mean we either just went on a wild goose chase for all these crystals, or we have a dungeon coming up, or maybe a raid, or a bunch of new quests? Clara, it's good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the beastman? Yep. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we'd be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there's another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself. Needless to say, we'll be requiring your services once again. Well, that's lame. Critical hit, determination, whatever. If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. When I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild Nilda seemed the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the guild master, however, I was informed that no Aether Sand was currently available. Though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in, I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order sometime before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring Aether Sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hand of other, less savory parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase, and send you directly to speak with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet you, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of Aether Sand we require. There's 4? Ugh. Lame. There's a lot of, like, mindless tracking here. Serendipity. Ah, Mistress Tiatu, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? You're here on behalf of the Sons of Saint Coinage. What fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Master Ambrose with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected Aether Sand. How fortunate, right? But I'm afraid it may take some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you're welcome to settle the accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with Jamim over the... I do beg your pardon. It seems she is assisting another customer. Biggs, come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as explained, the Aether Sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I've already stretched our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or 2. Lyra, it's been too long. What brings you here? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Well now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many guild clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the blooming Aether Sand, aren't you? Yep. Well, I can't deny the Algaran civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else. See, when I say tinkering, wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise. As a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of Aether Sand. What a coincidence! I need all 4 varieties of Aether Sand. That's why I just can't relinquish my claim on this batch here, even for you, lass. How we're meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not technologically innovating, eh? Well, I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech. Duty compelled to point out that this lady is a representative of the organization that reserved the Aether Sand in question. Not to mention nothing to the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh. It's like that, isn't it? Alright. This patch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. Take that as a yes. So every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or 2. Now then, from what you told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties, elementally aspected aether sand as well, right? Then rather sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. It just so happens I know of a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler in northern Thanalan who very occasionally handles the earth-aspected variety of aether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanalan without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Frog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Hee hee. Okay. Okay, we're gonna like finish this round and then probably stop a little early. We'll see. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? Warn you, 'tis no stirring epic. But as you asked, my employer, the Lothan lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandit stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were woken, and we fled in blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amon-Ra mithril mine, but I fear bandits will have caught up with him by now. Okay. Going to find mithril like we're in Lord of the Rings or something. I don't see anyone. Oh, we're without Chocobo helping us. We just have to take these out ourselves. You're gonna be so stupid sneaking into a bandit's lair. It's just not the same thing I do, and I'm gonna die for it. No, just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Boo. Yeah, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Lyra, Is it really you? But how'd you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore the smell. Ahem. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happens, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff. Before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen aether sand is right here in my paw. Oh dear, must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. Seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the aether sand in my stead? Oh, thank the gods, you're a true friend, Lyra. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care too much for visitors. Okay. Find the aether sand. Oh my gosh. Lunatics. Do you think they worship the moon? Dramatic music. Lara, have you had any luck looking the aether sand? Yeah, it's right here. Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect aether sand, and you working with the Che? Treasure troves of Allagan knowledge, you say. I see. Then you really should be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all the possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right, I'm more than willing to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordana with that aether sand before there are any more mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Lara. Well, that's one way to do it, I suppose. I only got 3 gil for that. It's kind of lame. Alright, we will leave the other 2 aether sands for next time. As soon as we turn this in. Ah, Lara, you return. I take it from your presence that you were successful in procuring some aether sand. Tell me, what variety did you find? Fire and earth. I see, 2 varieties. Well, that is 2 more than could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes according to plan, we no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you'd be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like this every day. Speaking of which, how in the seven hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I only know too well how capable you are, but aether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge. Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How is a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damn inventive, eh? And now they've determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It would be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let us endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of Aethysine before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambros. Have we any information on the water and wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's competition, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing this expedition. Mayhap an explanation is order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Lyra has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Moment's over. Hit, critical hit, determination. Crit? I like crit. We like crit, right? Alright. Savoring the moment. We're going to peace out just a little bit early tonight. I will see everyone on Friday for keys and stuff. And I think that's the last night of St. Jude, maybe. And so yeah, it should be fun. Hope everyone has a good night, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys. We can see Kira's butt. Anyways, have a good night.